Welcome to the next level.
Man, this is one of those songs that's just so horrid. Seems to get stuck in your head and you can't get it out, even though you can't even understand a word that they're saying. No matter how bad the song is, of course, I'm glad that it's in the intro. I love this song, and I've just recently learned that they have a remake of this song that was released. I've put a link in the details where you can hear a demo of it if you would like. Road Avenger for the Sega CD was originally an arcade game by Data East as one of those laser interactive movies. It was released on many platforms like the Saturn, PlayStation, 3DO, and of course the only one that I played, Sega CD. Originally titled Road Blaster, but the name was changed to Road Avenger to keep from any confusion with that Atari game Road Blasters. In this game, you take on the role of a vigilante who drives this sweet sports car around to destroy some unnamed game because they killed his wife, of course, in a car. By now, just about everybody should have seen the games similar to this, where you basically are watching a video and you have to do what the screen prompts tell you to do. Failure to do so will result in your death. Road Avenger is no different from all those other types of games, with exception that it takes place in a car. The port of this game over to home console does lose part of its charm since you don't have a steering wheel to keep the action going on the screen. But for most people, they've never actually seen the arcade version of this anyway, myself included. I'll just toss that little bit of information out the window. I, for one, am a huge fan of these types of games. The Sega CD had quite a few of them. Road Avenger is probably one of the easier FMV games. That is, unless it's just that I remember the patterns because I've played the game so much. The controls on this game are very forgiving compared to other FMV games, and they give you a chance to take your action. Up until the last two stages, that is. By that time, you have very little time to actually make an action before you become roadkill. The video on this game is really grainy, and that's of course as expected on the Sega CD. It's still better than most of the FMV games out there, but the turbo and brake sound effects are awful. I mean, it completely gets under your skin having to hear those. Luckily, you don't have to hold down a gas button or anything while you're playing the game. You just have to do it when it tells you to either hit turbo or brake, of course. There are 9 stages to battle through, and obviously, once you've played through them, there will be no surprises afterwards. So replay value is rather low on this game. This again is one of those games from my youth that I had so much fun playing. And so, again, I will try not to let the nostalgia get in the way of making a final decision on this game. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually give it 2 different ratings just so that you can kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from here. You have to be a certain gamer to really enjoy this game, and the youth of today probably will hate this game. Most of this stuff can actually be done in real time now on Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 without using cartoon graphics. I do love this game, and I would suggest it to anyone who is into the FMV games because on those grounds I would give it a 6 out of 10. But to be fair, I will of course base the rating off of regular standards such as gameplay, control, graphics, sound, music, replay value, storyline, and fun factor. Much of those are thrown out the window on a review like this because it's a completely different style of game than what people are used to. And if you're an old school gamer, most of you will probably get some enjoyment out of this game. and may only play it once or twice a year, but it's still a good game. But on those grounds, I would have to probably drop the rating of this one down to a 3 out of 10. But that's only for the people that are new into gaming. If you're an old school, again, completely 6 out of 10. And that's a high 6. If you do like Road Avenger, or think you might like it, you most likely already own it. But did you know that an author by the name of Mary Margaret Park is writing a novel based off the Road Avenger game? Again, the details can be found in the info box, and you can even download a sample of her writing from this novel. She's got a very solid style of writing too, so you might want to drop by and take a look. But you don't have to take my word for it.